What's up, guys? It's Saturday, and before I get started, I want to give a big shout out to one of my friends. His name is Ethan. He's been harassing me to do this for a while now. He's in the Navy, and I just respect the hell out of him for it. So, big shout out to you, Ethan. Alright, so today, I don't really have anything because I don't do much, so I'm just going to tell you guys another story for now, and then hopefully tomorrow I will record a special video to put up with my roommate. He agreed to help me on it. But for now, I'm going to tell you the story of how I lost my fingertip. I actually used to work in a factory where we would make and package frozen foods. And one of the things that we would make are chicken pot pies. And we would have huge bowls of pot pie dough that were on wheels. They were probably 3.5, 4 feet across. And they just held a shit ton of dough. I don't know how much in weight. It was a few hundred pounds at least. And I was pulling it, they collided together, and my finger actually got caught in between, and the tip of it just exploded straight off. It didn't actually hurt as much as you would think it would, but it still hurt like hell. So after I lost it, I went to the nearest worker I could find who was actually full-time at the plant, because I was a temp, and he just gave me some paper towels that put some pressure on it. We went straight to the hospital, which was across the street. I went in, gave him my information, called my mom like 1,000 times because she wasn't answering. Finally got a hold of her, and they took me back before she could get there. Also before my boss could get there for anything. I was back there for about 20 minutes before someone came to see me the first time, which, yeah, you know, you'd think, hey, this guy just lost a fingertip, we're not busy, because when I was in the waiting room it looked totally empty. Let's just give him some morphine. No, they didn't give me morphine. That was later. Eventually my boss showed up with what was left of my fingertip. She was almost vomiting just holding it. And it wasn't actually much of the finger. It was just the really fleshy part at the tip and a little bit of the nail probably down that far, I would say. Yeah, it hurt like a bitch. This is it. This is the finger in comparison. Anyway, so she showed up. She's almost gagging. She can't even handle holding a bag that a fingertip is in. My mom showed up a little bit later. At this point, I'd been there for maybe 45 minutes. She just kind of sat in there. We talked. Eventually somebody else came and they're like, hey, if you want to watch some TV, watch some TV. But we're still not going to bring a doctor to you or give you painkillers. And then, you know, another hour rolls by. Somebody else comes in, just checks up on me. I start getting really pissy because I'm in pain. I'm bleeding. I'm still holding just fucking cheap paper towels to my finger to stop the bleeding. And it was just fucking bad. So a few more hours go by, nurses keep coming in and out. I get pissier and pissier and pissier, and eventually I just start going off on them, snapping. And then they were like, fine, we'll bring you some painkillers. They came in with morphine, and that's when they finally decided, let's just bandage it up now. Could have done it before. We were too busy. Or some shit, because nothing was getting done. You know, they brought down a fucking hand doctor, whatever you call them, and he was like, yeah, you should be fine. We'll just bandage it and let it heal. Which was, you know, initially what I thought they'd do. Actually, I thought they'd, like, give me stitches or something. They couldn't put the fingertip back on, so they seriously just put a bandage on it. When they gave me the morphine, it turns out I have a high tolerance to it. So it did pretty much nothing. I felt the whole thing, and they cleaned it. It hurt like hell. I went home, and I was out of work for like 2 weeks with this big bandage on my finger that was probably about that far. Ooh, that looks dirty. About that far around. But the part that pissed me off the most was literally the next day, as I'm on painkillers, and the job that I worked involved heavy machinery. My boss called me and asked me to come in. And needless to say, I don't work there anymore. I got a totally different job. I make better money. I actually enjoy it more. I work a shift that I prefer. Yeah, that's it for that story. Oh, that happened back in May, by the way. May 14th of this year. And it's now healed and I can do stuff. And I'm not on painkillers. The last video I did, I told people to comment anything that they'd like me to talk about, and somebody commented who I want for president. I really do kind of want to get into that, but at the same time I don't, because I haven't really been following any candidates. I haven't heard any ideas that seem appealing to me. Fuck, I don't know. I think this country needs a lot of change than just a different president every 4 to 8 years. But shit, that's just my opinion. I guess I can definitely do some research and maybe throw out some names, but like I said, there's really no one I like. There's nothing. I mean, fucking Kanye, I would vote for him right now. But that's mostly because I think it would be entertaining. I'd vote for him and then move to Canada. That ways north. Yeah. I guess that's it. I hope you guys had fun with this story. Sorry I don't have more for you. I don't do anything. Actually, yeah, I do have more for you. The other day, and I'm only saying this because I need to get it off my chest because it has been bothering me. It's embedded in my brain. It's in my fucking dreams. The other day, I was at work, right? And I'm stocking shelves. Not gonna say where I work or what town I live in because there's some creepy people on the internet. I'm sure you're not creepy, but there's some creepy motherfuckers out there, and I would rather them not stalk me, break into my house, and then end up having drinks with the Wendigo, because we've already got a Wendigo problem. The other day I was at work, and I was stocking shelves, and there was these two people, and they were on the electric scooter cart things. Either way, they didn't need them, they were just fucking lazy. You could tell they were obviously overweight. Hi, America. And as the dude approached his wife slash girlfriend slash lover, he reached over, he just reached out and gave her a little one of those right on her butt. It's a little butt tickle. It was. I understand that they probably liked each other a lot and everything, but you don't need to tickle the part of the cheek fat that hangs off the bottom of the seat. It's awkward. And if you're gonna do it, don't do it in an aisle full of 7 people, excluding those 2. 9 in total. Anyway, that's it for today. I just really had to talk about that. Can't wait to put up the next video. Hopefully my roommate will wake up at an appropriate time to record it for you guys, because I'm excited to do it. You guys have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your days. Anyone who isn't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Hit the like button. Share this video with all your friends. Whatever. That's my time. I'm out of here. Bye.